love talking with you because you are so knowledgeable and you're so articulate uh, when you're conveying that knowledge. I
Thank
would
you.
I would put you before a crowd to explain all this to them anytime.
I really love what
Absolutely.
you're doing. It's really great.
Oh, thank you. Were those visits to Israel very impactful for you?
Yeah, because when you are growing up and you are forming your own opinions and values, um, to have them challenged
Mm,
is really eye-opening. So I had heard nothing but negative things about Israel, unfortunately. I heard that it was an apartheid state. I heard that they were white supremacists. I heard all these lies for a long time. And the first time I went there, I was anxious because growing up being someone very left wing politically,
hmm.
um, there were certain tropes and other things that were bandied about by like various media organizations. So I
Right.
guess when I went to Israel for the first time and subsequently, it was like, where's this apartheid that they talk about? I
Hmm.
haven't seen any. And they've got like Arabic writing and they've got mosques. And I can
Yep.
hear the call to prayer. And there's churches here too. It's not just a Jewish ethno state, as people
Hmm.
say. And so I guess when there's like one or two opinions that you have
Hmm.
formed based on what you've seen in the media,
Right.
um, when one or two of those gets exposed as being untrue,
Hmm.
everything else just kind of falls apart, right?
Right.
So it was sort of like, well, if media have not been honest about this, and I can see with my own eyes that this is that the people here are actually really lovely. It's very cosmopolitan. It's very diverse. I mean, there's bad people in every country. There's
Mm.
not one country where there is not bad people, and so
Absolutely.
it kind of made me realize that one or two examples or several examples of bad behavior by a particular country does not mean that that's
Mm.
um, the general attitude of Israelis. I basically it took me a decade to get to the point where I am now because that's how much I had been, I guess, sort of conned into thinking that it was this rogue state.
Wow.
It challenges you mentally to think that all these people that are really intelligent academics, you
Mhm.
know, that you have been aligned with your whole life, most of who probably haven't even been over there. When you go over there and you see that it is not what people say,
Mhm.
it gets you questioning, am I even supporting the right political values?
Right.
It gets you questioning a whole lot of things. And in my heart, I'm still very much a social justice warrior. I'm still very much left or liberal, as they would say in the
Yeah.
States. But I feel so much confliction right now because I feel like the left have been completely misled
Hmm.
down a very dangerous, toxic, anti Semitic path.
Hmm.
As someone who's a critical thinker, that was challenging, not only politically, but also morally as well. I feel that the left are well meaning people, mostly. I'm
Yeah.
going to say mostly. And I genuinely feel that they don't realize that they're being anti Semitic. I really genuinely believe that. However, I think that if you start going to protests where there are people with swastikas and ISIS flags, at what point do you not stop and think, hmm, maybe I need to rethink all this.
Thank you for doing this.